So here in Clovis, California, we just finished tying in a gas main here to the existing meter. As you can see right there at the top, I'm not real close because I'm kind of hanging over the fence right here. We've got a short little nipple and then a Watts full turn, 3/4 inch full port ball valves. So quarter turn on, quarter turn off. The only reason we put that in is just so we could isolate the home from the meter, so we could work on the line without having to shut the entire home down. So what we've got is 3/4 T on top of that. The reason we put the 3/4 T in is so we can put a air pressure gauge on there and pump the line up that's underneath the house prior to turning the gas back on. And went ahead and came over the 90 short nipple union, another short nipple stubbed in underneath. Underneath is where it makes a connection to the gas tight flash shield piping. It's a corrugated stainless steel tubing that runs about 40 feet over to the stove in the kitchen. Additionally, we went ahead and drove in a ground rod right there. I didn't see any grounding on the home whatsoever. Nothing on the water, nothing on the gas. The water main is in soil, so there's nothing there. There's nothing at the water heater. So anyways, just to ground this gas system, we went ahead and you can see the ground rod down there. The green wire, little jumper wire, goes from the bottom of the iron pipe, which is within 12 inches of the corrugated stainless steel tubing, down to that ground rod. So that's installed. We're going to go ahead and hook up the stove inside, and then we'll take another video when we're done. So we're still in Clovis, California. We just finished installing the other portion of this gas installation. We have a straight 1/2x6 black nipple with a flange on it through the floor, and it's bolted to the floor. And then we have a 1/2 inch iron pipe by 5/8 flare shutoff valve, full port, and then a 5/8 by 4 foot stainless steel connector. There was one that came with the unit, but to buy that valve and the connector, it all comes together from the supply house. So anyways, you've got a supply line left over. So it's tied into the regulator down here. The regulator was pre-installed. We tested all the burners and it's ready to go. The only thing that you need to do now is go ahead and have an appliance technician level this, get it in place. There is I believe a tip device. It's a bracket that usually mounts to the floor or to the baseboard, and that needs to be anchored all the way into the wood, as much wood as possible, so that this thing doesn't tip over. We are in 6.5 inches off the side of the cabinet, so we're anticipating that the hood is going, once there's going to be a remodel eventually here, so the hood should be substantially smaller to accommodate the 30-inch stove as opposed to the 36-inch space. So we're well out of the way. It should fit, that valve should fit right in here, and which leaves you about 1 inch from the cabinet to the side of the stove. That's where it gets installed. So anyways, that's to the floor, that's mounted, everything looks good. Outside of that, this installation is done.